Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, it's been said many times, Danny Garcia is a man of many things, but a master of nothing. But guess what, guys? He always finds a way to win. Now, Danny Garcia coming into arguably what I believe, I know he's had big fights before, but this is, to me, is his biggest fight of his career because, look, the jury's still out on who he is at welterweight, and he's fighting another guy, prime, undefeated welterweight, Keith Thurman. It's gonna be probably a bigger stage than he's ever fought on for both of them, not just Danny, but because it'll be on free TV. A lot of people, it's gonna be a very visible fight. A lot of people here in the States are going to see that fight, and I'm excited for it. So, here are my keys for what Danny Garcia needs to do to defeat Keith Thurman, and establish himself as not just a legitimate welterweight, but a unified champion at welterweight. So here are the keys to victory for Danny Garcia to defeat Keith one-time Thurman. All right, so key number one: win the battle of positioning. Now, this is very important for Danny Garcia because, one thing that I feel he has going for him, two things actually, that I feel he has going for him against Keith Thurman, that are going to be huge attributes for him to win this fight are, number one, his timing, and number two, his counterpunching. Now, this timing and counterpunching, it really can be nullified if Keith Thurman wins the battle of positioning. So I think for Danny, it's about being in the right spot at the right time, making sure that when he does win those, little battles for positioning, whether they be from long range or the inside, that he kind of just be ready for him. Because to me, I think that's going to be his best chance to win the fight is to, land something big, hurt Keith one time there. Because look, I think he can hurt Keith. Keith's shown a tendency to be hurt. Nobody stopped him, but he has been hurt. We saw in the Clauso fight, we saw in Karas fight. Keith Thurman is not, he's not freaking Ruslan or Provodnikov. You can hurt the guy. So, with that being said, winning the battle for positioning, I think, is going to set up the other great attributes for Danny Garcia. So that's key number one. Key number two: make counterpunching. This is how Danny Garcia wins the fight. Now, it might have to be a bit of a boring fight. It might have to be a bit of a boring fight, but like they say, Danny doesn't do anything special sometimes, but he finds a way to win. And I think counterpunching is his ticket into finding how to win because Keith might have the edge in speed and power and all these things, but it's like the old adage in boxing says, timing beats speed any day of the week, and he definitely has the advantage in that. And not just that, he also has awkwardness. Danny, he's not like a real fast boxer. He doesn't do anything special. Like, he doesn't have great footwork or anything like that. But he has timing and he has awkwardness, which is two very dangerous attributes to have for someone like Keith Thurman, who has been caught with some real crafty shots, and Danny can be real crafty in there. So, counterpunching. That's going to be his ticket to winning. It's what got him this far in the first place. It's what got him the win against Amir Khan, and it's been a big thing for him. I think even though I'm not a huge fan of Danny Garcia, he's a cool guy. I met him. Not a huge fan of him as a boxer, but his counterpunching is underrated, and I think he can finally put that on display at a greater length, and actually could have more of an effect than it's had at 140 because he is stronger. Like he said when I interviewed him, he can have a little more fun in there. So that's how he has a little more fun: the counterpunching and landing some meaningful, telling shots on the boy from Clearwater, Keith one-time Thurman. Now, last key, but definitely not. It's just as important as other ones. Make this a dogfight, and yes, you heard me correct. Make this a dogfight. Now, when I say make this a dogfight, I don't mean make this a dogfight for prolonged periods of time, because that would be detrimental for Danny Garcia. But make this a dogfight if you can land like a meaningful counterpunch or something that hurts Keith one-time Thurman. Because look, Danny Garcia, go back and watch Matisse fight. Like, made that a dogfight. He's in Philadelphia. He does a really good job. Some of the best fights when nobody expected him to win is where he could draw from something inside and make it a dogfight. And if he's able to do that, if he's able to channel, the guy he was in the Khan fight, the Matisse fight, if he can channel the negativity and the doubters and all that stuff and bring it with him in the ring and have it all come out in the right spots, I think we can get a special performance from Danny Garcia, and I think he can defeat Keith Thurman. But it's gonna be tough, man. He's never really been a top level boxer puncher. I don't think he's being a boxer puncher in the first place. So, with that being said, he has a chance to stake his claim at 147. Get in line for some big fights with Kell Brook, Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, top guys in the division that he hasn't fought yet. So let me know what you guys think about Danny Garcia and my keys for him to win. And what do you guys think he needs to do to win? Do you think he will win? If so, let me know. Do you think he'll get a unanimous decision? Maybe he gets another gift, or maybe he gets a knockout. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.